Hey friends, did you select an apartment or a house for rent? I hope so, because in this video, this is gonna be the final step on your apartment search process right here in Ghana. So get comfortable because we're about to get candid. Some things to remember your rent. Remember that you're gonna probably pay rent a year or even two in advance. Remember that, okay? Consider at this point now how you're gonna pay your rent. Are you gonna pay cash? Are you gonna pay with like MoneyGram or World Remit? Like, decide how you're going to make a payment. That's actually what I would recommend you do, is use World Remit, because it's gonna allow you to have like a receipt, right? Instead of paying cash where you're having to get like a paper receipt, it's more of a electronic paper trail. So I definitely would suggest World Remit. Negotiate, okay? Remember that you had your budget set. You finally found a place that you're interested in. Just because it's lower than your budget might be, or it's at your budget, that's not where the negotiation ends, okay? Right here in Ghana, and that's one of the things that I love about this place, is that everything is a negotiation. So make sure you go low, okay? Go low. Request to speak to the owner. You want to make sure that the owner knows, who's moving into their place, and that you're going to be the person that's going to be paying and living here. Make sure you try to have that conversation with the owner. A lot of the times, the owners live abroad, whether it be Germany, somewhere in Europe, or in the US. So even a phone call or a phone conversation will suffice. Sometimes you can't always trust the agent, A lot of times here in Ghana, everybody's trying to hustle. Everybody's trying to get their money. Some agents will double book the place, right? So they'll go ahead and say, yes, it's available. But then when you pay, you find out after you paid that it actually was already taken. Or it wasn't even for rent. You like a week or two, maybe even a month to get settled and make sure that everything's okay before you actually pay the agent fee. Because just because you got the keys does not mean their job is done. There's things that might not have been completed that you want to make sure that they are the ones that follow up on it as well. The first apartment, if you watch my previous video, I went ahead and I paid the agent fee before my rental property fee actually went through. When I moved in and when I started moving my things, I saw that things were wrong. There was some issues with the place. It was a whole thing about trying to get my agent fee back because I already paid it. So that's why I would strongly recommend that you tell the agent that you want to wait. Request to see a rental agreement before you even give anybody any money, okay? Go through it, look at who's responsible for different maintenance issues. If something breaks, who's supposed to fix it? There was an issue at my place where the sink was not to the wall. It was not fixed to the wall. So when I bumped into it, it literally shattered. Take a look at this picture. It was my responsibility to go ahead and fix it, even though it wasn't my mistake. It should have been fixed in the beginning. I had noticed it when I first moved in, but I wasn't even really thinking about it. But once it finally tipped over and broke, it was my responsibility. Ask the owner also what documents are required when signing your lease. With me, my landlady, she didn't want nothing but her money, okay? There was no passport. She probably don't even know my real name, okay? So make sure that if she does want your passport or your residency card, that you have those documents. After you've negotiated, after you have gotten your keys and you signed your lease and you've paid your bill, every door that has an outdoor entrance to it, front door, back door, side door, change those locks, okay? You don't know who was there before you. You don't know who actually has a key to that, to your apartment or your house, so make sure you change your lock. Gonna be hard, though. For me, it was literally a nightmare. I hope I was able to help you. The apartment search series that I have provided for you was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment. I am an open book, as you know. I'm Candid. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, and also follow me on Instagram. The link is below in the comments. Get your own path and say it loud. Candid and proud.